The Border Security Force is celebrating its 56th Raising Day yesterday. On this occasion, Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Shri Nityanand Rai took the salute of the BSF Raising Day Parade 2020 held at the Chawla camp here at Delhi. The program was attended by the Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, BSF Director General Shri Rakesh Asthana, senior officers of the Central Armed Police Forces and the police and other dignitaries. The Minister of State paid homage to the immortal border guards at the Martyrs Memorial of BSF. He presented the Police Medal for Gallantry and the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service to the BSF personnel. Shri Nityanand Rai also released the BSF's annual e-magazine Borderman. In his address, he explained that the brave personnel of the BSF are protecting the borders of the country with full vigor despite tough terrain and adverse conditions. Saluting the supreme sacrifice and indomitable gallantry of the BSF Jawans in the line of duty, Shri Nityanand Rai said that because of them, every citizen of the country is contributing to national development work without fear. He has also mentioned that Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has trust in the security forces and the Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah is extremely proud and he has faith in all of the BSF duties. Referring to the BSF's artillery wing, which is celebrating its golden jubilee year, the Minister of State said he is confident that the artillery wing will achieve new heights by carrying forward its glorious history. Lauding the women contingent participating in the parade, Shri Rai said that it is reassuring to see the increasing participation of women power in the security of the country, and the women sentinels of the force are realizing the Prime Minister's commitment in this particular regard. Hello everyone and welcome back for another interesting session of the defense updates provided by SSB Crack Exams. I am Hemant and I am back here again to discuss with you about some of the most important Indian and international defense inputs. SSB Crack Exams wishes each and every BSF personnel a very happy Raising Day, belated very happy Raising Day, and we are very proud that you people are protecting our borders and we are very indebted to you. So before beginning, I would like to always introduce to you that if in case you are preparing for various defense examinations like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army, Indian Air Force, Airmen Group X, Group Y, and also Central Armed Police Forces Assistant Commandants examination, or also we have recently launched the Military Nursing Service and also the Army Cadet Corps, Army Cadet College examinations course also. So if in case you are preparing for any particular examination, please go through the app and please go through our website. You can download the Android app. Go through the courses that are given there, subscribe to your favorite course and start off with your preparation, wherein which we have given you thousands of lectures, important informative lecture content, study material, sample practice questions, quizzes, and various other important practice exercises. We have also provided you the mock tests which will be very helpful, which are already made pertaining to the latest exam pattern. So please go through the app and please subscribe to one of your favorite courses. Also, you can even follow us on all sort of social media platforms, which will be very crucial for you in keeping yourself updated with the upcoming important Indian and international defense inputs. Beginning with the question of the day that I have asked on 1st of December 2020, that is yesterday, and the question that I asked was, what is Operation Sarp Vinash? And everybody has given a correct answer, but we need to go through it a bit in a very detailed, that in a very brief account I would like to give you a very analysis. And this particular operation is still considered to be a very controversial operation, but still it is considered to be a crucial one. This particular one was conducted in the year of 2003 and this is considered to be the largest ever removal of the Pakistani forces occupation in the history of the Jammu and Kashmir. We have to understand that this particular operation Sarp Vinash, also known as the snake destroyer, or if you can say, if you have to translate it to English, so this particular operation, it was taken up by our Indian army to flush out all the terrorists that were hiding in the Jammu and Kashmir areas, which include Hilkaka, Poonch to Surankot area of the Pir Panjal range, and all of these were hiding in the time of the April to May of 2003. So at that particular point of time, Indian army has launched the operation and completely flushed out these terrorists, maintaining the security of the country. So it has killed around 64 terrorists were killed belonging to various jihadist outfits, which include JET, JIM, whichever particular terrorist outfit that is being born out of Pakistan. So they were all of those particular people. So around 64 of those terrorists were completely killed, and this particular one is known as the largest ever operation, completely removal of the hideouts of the largest ever operation by the Indian army. and it is considered to be a very crucial one, understanding. So you might expect in the coming up examinations, very preferably in case of the NDA and the CDS examination, they might ask you about which among these particular operations is considered to be the largest ever militant flush out operation that is launched by Indian Army. Then in that particular case, you will be answering the answer as the Operation Sarp Vinash. Understand that particular one. And in this particular operation, we need to remember noteworthy personality, paratrooper Sanjog Chetri, who's from the 9 Para SF. He was awarded Ashoka Chakra because of his indomitable and extremely brave acts that were performed in this particular operation. So we are very, very indebted to this particular one. So now that is it regarding the important details regarding the question of the day that I have asked yesterday. Now we will have the first and foremost important defense update, and that is about the 56th Raising Day of the Border Security Force. So as I was discussing with you in the introduction session that the 56th Raising Day of the BSF was celebrated yesterday on 1st of December. Every year on 1st of December, BSF will be celebrating its Raising Day. So on this particular occasion, Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Shri Nityanand Rai has taken part in the BSF Raising Day parade, and this was held at the Chawla camp in New Delhi, and it was also attended by various important defense personnel, which include the Chief of Defense Staff, General Bipin Rawat, and Border Security Force Director General Shri Rakesh Asthana. Remember, the Director Generals of all the important Central Armed Police Forces and the paramilitary forces of our country. It is very crucial for you. And then various other senior officers of the CAPF and other dignitaries, they have also participated in this particular one. So appreciating the work done by the BSF. In the period of the corona pandemic, the Minister of State has also mentioned that the BSF personnel were also infected by the virus during this period, but they did not lose their spirit. And Shri Rai has also said that every challenge faced by the Border Security Force and its solution is a priority before the government. Under the able leadership of the Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah, central government is taking full care of the Jawans and their families, and the entire nation stands with them, as has been said by the Union Minister of Home Affairs, Shri Nityanand Rai. Going through with the next important update that I want to discuss with you is regarding the successful test firing of the BrahMos missile. This is a naval version of the BrahMos missile. It was tested yesterday by the Indian Navy, and it was tested yesterday at morning 9 o'clock. Against a decommissioned ship, and it has completely blasted the decommissioned ship, and it has also performed highly complex maneuvers, and it did hit the bull's eye of the target. We have to understand that BrahMos is the supersonic cruise missile jointly developed by the DRDO and the NPO Mashinostroyenia of Russia as a BrahMos Aerospace joint venture, which became BrahMos Aerospace Private Limited. The missile has established itself as a major force multiplier in modern-day complex battlefields with its impeccable anti-ship and land attack capabilities with multi-role and multi-platform abilities, and has been deployed in all 3 wings of the Indian Armed Forces. If you remember, if you are also a daily reviewer of these defense updates that are being provided by SSB Crack Exams, I also told you in the previous session that the BrahMos range has been increased from the 290 kilometers all the way up to 400 kilometers range, and this particular one was tested. They have an ambition to increase the range all the way up to 1500 kilometers, and the complete details regarding that were still going on. And in the process, the launching of these BrahMos missile in between the Indian Navy and in between by the Indian Armed Forces is considered to be a very crucial and appreciable part, and it clearly shows and mentions about how the DRDO is working hard for the development of the defense forces. Going through now with the next important update is regarding the Unit Appreciation Award that has been received by the 12th Jat Regiment, the Indian Naval Ship Utkrosh and Indian Naval Hospital Ship Dhanvantari, which was being awarded by the Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey, who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Andaman and Nicobar Command. Andaman and Nicobar Command is a joint tri-service command of the Indian Armed Forces that is being completely deployed in the Andaman and Nicobar region. So in all of that particular region, the Commander-in-Chief is Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey. He awards the unit appreciation for every particular year, and for the year of 2020, for the year of 2019 to 20, this particular award has been received by 3 important units. The first unit is the 12th Jat Regiment, the second unit is INS Utkrosh, and the third unit is INS Dhanvantari, and these were given to those 3 units for their outstanding performance in the last 1 year in a formal ceremony held at a Dvipika Auditorium in Haddo, which is in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You have to understand that in his address to the gathering, Sincan commanded all personnel of the three units on their professionalism and alacrity shown in the pursuance of the goals of the command. The general officer lauded the formidable spirit of the personnel of the units being awarded and their exceptional devotion to duty with utmost dedication, determination and hard work, especially also in the COVID pandemic. He congratulated the personnel of 12 JAT for their achievements in the field of professionalism and the sports competition. INS Utkrosh was awarded for their round-the-clock involvement in the conduct of air operations, playing the role of lifeline to the populace of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And even the INHS Dhanvantari was also been awarded for its complete and dedicated services in the case of completely preventing and curing the COVID-19 pandemic, which is located in those areas. Going through now with the next update is regarding the swarm drone system is being developed in India. This is being fast tracked to take on the China's air defense. This particular project, which is being launched by the Ministry of Defense, it is known as the Combat Air Teaming System Project. Remember what is it? It is the Combat Air Teaming System Project. This is what type of project? It is a swarm drone system. Understanding what is the swarm drone? If you can remember, swarm is that particular term that is used to mention the group of bees. Okay, so there are a group of bees. So this particular drones will be flying as in case as a group. Some number of drones will be flying as a group and in some particular important military or tactical formation or format, and they will completely perform the operation that is being assigned to them. So this particular project is being started and it has been now fast tracked. It now envisages a Jaguar land attack aircraft launching up to 24 kilo drones that take down individual targets. Already has the IAF on board and involves at least 2 startups as well as the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So in a very short and crisp understanding, you have to understand that Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is working with the Indian Air Force along with 2 other startups. The main goal of their project is to create a kind of system which will be helpful for the Jaguar aircraft to launch 24 kilo drones. Okay, what is a Jaguar aircraft? It is a land attack or deep penetration strike kind of aircraft, and it will launch these 24 kilo drones, and each and every particular drone will take down individual targets. Okay, so even the Center for the Artificial Intelligence and Robotics CAIR is also involved in this particular project to help build the artificial intelligence and the software capabilities for these particular target acquisitions. This is very, very crucial, and we have to understand that as per the current plans, the system will be designed around a manned Jaguar land attack aircraft. And the concept is that each pod would carry 6 Hunter kilo drones that can be launched towards the target area. As the pods are being designed for autonomous operation, the Jaguar crew would be able to direct them in an anti-aircraft weapons environment while staying out of range. Also being designed is a very high altitude, long endurance unmanned aircraft that will be able to monitor the system and provide real-time feedback to the controllers. And this is being designed to loiter for days at stretch at about 70,000 feet, enabling a constant eye in the target area while staying out of the range of the most air defense systems. Going through now with the final update that I want to give you is regarding the China and India both signing a military deal amid the tensions with India. We have to understand that the Chinese General Wei has called upon the Pakistan's Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa, and both of them have discussed about the matters of mutual interest, regional security, enhanced bilateral defense cooperation, because we have to understand that one particular person is a kind of he cannot, both of them are very crucial for them. China needs Pakistan to take an edge over India, and even Pakistan needs China for it to completely survive. We need to understand that this particular situation has been going through since a lot of days, and both the countries are going hand in hand, but still we will understand, and our deals with around 27 nations all across the Indian Ocean region will reassure that whatever plans they have to undergo, they should cross the rules and regulations and the security that India has from various other countries also. General Wei, who is a Chinese general, he also talked with the Pakistan's chairman of the Joints of the Chief of Staff Committee, General Nadeem Raza, and they have discussed various other important inputs. They have also discussed regarding the China-Pakistan economic corridor and how India is coming in between this particular corridor. But we are still constant, and we do not let any kind of infiltration, any kind of illegal construction in the Indian territory, which is the territory of the Kashmir. Understanding? That is it regarding these important updates. If in case you want to go through in very detailed way about what I was trying to explain, and if you want to go through and let know about each and every particular news in a much more detailed way, you can even go through our blog. And the most best way that I would suggest is please download the app, where we will be providing you a free PDF study material. You can happily download it and you can take a printout and always save for the future references. Now we will have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed by going through some of the most important questions, and these are very few questions for today. And the first and foremost question is, the Border Security Forces Raising Day is celebrated on what particular date? Is celebrated on 1st of December every year. So this particular date was celebrated on 1st of December 2020. Going through with the next question is, who is the Director General of the Border Security Force? He is the DG of BSF is Shri Rakesh Asthana. Mention in the comment section who is AP Maheshwari and who is Rajesh Ranjan. And going through with the next question is, Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey, the Commander-in-Chief of the Andaman and Nicobar Command, awarded the Unit Appreciation 2019-20 for outstanding performance in the last 1 year to which of the 3 units? And the correct answer for this particular one is option D, all of the above. He has awarded this particular important unit appreciation for the year awarded to the 12th Battalion of the Jat Regiment, Indian Naval Air Station Utkrosh, and Indian Naval Hospital Ship Dhanvantri. Going through now with the final question is, the Combat Air Teaming System or CATS project, it is related to what? It is related to option C, the swarm drones capability of the Indian Air Force that is being integrated to the Jaguar deep penetration strike aircraft. Now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is, how many Rajput class destroyers are there in Indian Navy? I repeat the question, how many Rajput class destroyers are there in Indian Navy? Give me the answer for this particular one, and also mention about what all are the list of the Rajput class destroyers and how many destroyers does Indian Navy on the whole has. The answer for this particular question and the complete details regarding this particular one, I will be discussing with you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exam, subscribe to our channel, always download the Android app from Google Play Store. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, be confident. Jai Hind.